the news. The headlines: The Guardian, Ogoni youths give a 14-day ultimatum to fix Eleme Bridge. Igbo Congress warns against another civil war. Nigeria others for clinical trials on novel Lassa fever vaccine. Rising prices weaken disposable incomes despite easing inflation is in The Guardian as well this morning. AstraZeneca cocktail trial fails as Nigeria gets another 3.92 million vaccine doses. In The Punch, Twitter ban, no platform should cause war here, says Lie. Reps confused as EFCC AMCON fight on Diezani allies' assets. Insecurity, stop shifting responsibilities to governors, Wike tells Buhari. Flashback, how Lai Mohammed's son, Sanwo-Olu, others took part in #EndSARS protest. CBN may start printing Gambia's currency, says Emefiele. 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003, 0817-923-0009 are the numbers to call. Good morning.
Good morning, Eno. Hello?
Yeah, let's hear you, sir.
Yes, Prince Kingsley Kim is my name, calling from Rumeme Kingdom. The students of River State College of Science and Health Technology, crying out for water and other basic amenities. I plead with His Excellency, the Executive Governor, to please do something. The River State Commissioner for Education should up his game. He should draft and ensure the governor is a busy man with busy schedule to ensure that this thing is located right at the heart of the city. The provost has been trying his best and the students are complaining. And the fact is, please tell this to be done. Please keep the chance for Rumele Kingdom.
Good morning, we're Nigerian info.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Okwando Obinna is my name. I think if Governor Wike don't want anybody to blame him for insecurity in his state, he should stop collecting security vote money from the state airport. The day he was sworn in as a governor, he swore to protect life and property in his state. So why is he coming to tell me that people should not seek blame or nobody should blame him? That is not the right statement. For him just inaugurate one out of 100 roads that he should construct in a land and be taking a swipe on everybody. I think the governor should be serious in this governance of the thing.
All right, thank you. We're Nigerian for good morning.
Yeah, my sister, good morning. This is Henry calling from Poduru Nibo. Yes, on the announcement of the Commissioner for Works telling us that some houses of Ada George by Wimpy Junction will be blocked. Please, I want to use this medium to tell the governor and the commissioner that the people residing in River State and the River State indigenes are suffering a lot in traffic because almost all the major routes are under construction. Now you're coming to block some of these houses. How would people find their way back to their home? You should call off the coffin so that anytime you come out of the traffic, you can get to your house very easily because the embarrassment from OSPAC and police is too much. Please.
All right, thank you for calling. We're Nigerian for good morning.
Good morning, Madam Eno. My name is David West, and I'm calling you from Yenagoa. I just want to quickly appeal to the good people of Bonny Kingdom and the cinema people to see how they will maintain peace and have the benefits of the Train 7 LNG project. Then, finally, let me also look at the statement of His Excellency the Governor. I just want to quickly remind the Governor that he seemed to have short memory of what had happened in the past. I used to remember when one certain Mbo was the Commissioner of Police. He was then being commanded and given order by himself, a minister, and not even the president, neither the governor. So for him to cry foul that he is not the commander or he is not the appointer of the Commissioner of Police, but he is in charge of the security vote of the state. And you talk about debt. Are the governors not part of the debt the nation is owing?
On Facebook, Tango Datwegu says, I will wipe out these elements called Boko Boys and criminals within 6 months if voted into power, said Buhari. 6 years and counting. They've taken over the country, killing people day by day. Mr. President, what is happening? Ajugu Nuhu on Facebook, the governor of Rivers State should please provide water for the students of Rivers State College of Health Sciences. Ordinary water for future leaders he cannot provide. Nobody's asking him to pay pensioners again. Acho Amadu, it's so shameful that River State government cannot provide students of River State College of Health Science and Technology basic amenities during the students' protest. They say they are learning under trees. They pay for programs. They are made to pay for programs to be accredited. This is so pathetic. Governor Wike only recently told us that education takes over 30% of his annual budget. It's obvious the governor's claims are not true. The students' protest has exposed this government. Human capital development is so important. Governor Nyesom Wike should realize this. On WhatsApp, we have Hemadu Charles saying Wike calls out FG over insecurity. What is the security vote money collected by Wike on a monthly basis meant for? Who imposed curfew to further notice in River State? Who is the chief security officer of River State? Wike should stop demarketing himself. And Forum is saying, what is really holding Eche General Hospital at okay from completion? Governor Wike, apply equity in your dealings, please. You were looking for money and money came. You now wanted to meet with the Eche people. You've met them. What then is the issue over awarding Afara Umba Road? Isn't that part of what will be, flagged off? I don't know. LNG and its host community should resolve the issues bothering who is and who is not the landlord. This is to cage unforeseen a crisis which has gradually been surfacing. Womet send that in. Kingsley Miller from Ahoda is asking why the governor, Nyesom Wike, is shying away from his core responsibility of protecting lives and property of Rivers people. What does he do with the security votes he signs every month? They should be civil in his speech, I beg. Finima people said LNG is located in their land and not Bonny and should be accorded the right of host community. The original owners should be given the right of ownership and let the right things always be done in this country and state. Multinationals should stop creating problems through their method of divide and rule and move communities where they operate forward. Ayangu is a king boy. Send that in. Colin Sodu. Governor Wike should avoid praising himself all the time. Good governance is not about roads. It includes agriculture, commerce, transportation, ease of doing business, etc. Investors and builders are crying so much because of harassment from local government area revenue collectors. That's on WhatsApp. Marshall Odu says College of Health Sciences had peaceful protests because of lack of water and poor power supply. I want to ask, must we protest before government will carry out their responsibilities? Governor Nyesom Wike, please do the needful. Alison from Bonny, it's quite unfortunate that twice major economic stream projects fundamental lane by the federal government took place in Bonny, the Julius Berger Bonny Border Road and Train 7 project foundation lane. Yet, Governor Wike never came, not even once, is to show a total lack of regard and no love for us Bonny people and no regard for the federal government. Too bad. T-Law says, now I see why Wike allowed the good people of Ogoni and Andoni to die without his intervention. A man that hurriedly took oath of office to protect life and property just because to answer governor, they hungry him, is now running away from his responsibility. It's not far. Governor Wike is not far from Governor Autumn of Benue State. Wherever it's time to pay salary, he starts shouting of bandits and Fulani killing his people just to deny them their salaries. God is watching. The protest of the students of College of Health Sciences in Port Harcourt has exposed the dirt in the college. It's absurd to note that the College of Health lacks social amenities and equipment. Commissioner for Education should visit the school and recommend to the governor how to make the school a citadel of learning in health sciences. We're Nigerian for. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Sonia Samuel. I'm calling from Port Harcourt. Governor Wike tells the president that the governors are not in charge of the security apparatus. I think that is correct. The Constitution has made it to be so. The governors are ceremonial chief security officers. They are not empowered to do anything except to provide gadgets. So most times it's very difficult for any governor to control the security of the state, because the Constitution has made it that president will be the only person in charge to deploy and redeploy. So I think they should look at the amendment of Constitution in that angle. That's
for calling. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, you're Nigerian for.
Yes, my name is Obonna. I'm calling from Monibu. I want to speak on the issue of security, Rivers State. Actually, Governor Wike has blamed the federal government for not doing the needful. But I just want to remind Governor Wike that the issue of security is every man's business. It's not left in the hands of the federal government alone. Both local, state, and federal government should put hands together, rub minds together, and provide security for the people. If the governor is shying away for his, responsibility, then who are we? Are we going to defend ourselves? It's even like Imo State governor who told us that he couldn't guarantee anybody's safety in Imo State. It's uncalled for.
All right, we're Nigerian for good morning.
Good morning, Enigma. You know you from abroad. Yes, the governor shifting the issue of insecurity to the president. And we can't forget in a hurry that he took an oath to save life and property. And most times I look at it that this insecurity, there's so much sabotage. How do you expect you to appoint IG? The service chiefs. Why would governors do that? I think that it's their responsibility. So don't shy away from it.
We're Nigerian for good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
My name is Philip from Italy.
Okay.
I want to thank Governor Wike for what he did to show yesterday. Everybody in Rivers State that Governor Wike is not doing well. The people have not seen. That is, the people is not seeing. It's not I see what Governor is doing in Rivers State. I don't know why some people are deciding Governor Wike. Why Governor Wike is doing a very good work in Rivers State. I want to say Governor Wike that the Constance in a chain have benefited a lot in a chain. This governor come to Constance 1 of that issue or who road is bad, going to home and go come and help us so that we can it's only that this can come to Port and say.
We're Nigerian for good morning.
Yeah, good morning. The groundbreaking of the LNG 27 project yesterday, to me, I said it's a very good one because from what I learned is that it will provide 13,000 jobs directly and about 50,000 indirect jobs. So it's a massive one. I hope we are ready for it. The skilled and unskilled will be so unprecedented. Then on Governor Wike's assertion, in his first tenure, he called the traditional rulers and told them that any area that he hears that there's crisis, that they will be dethroned or suspended. So now he's saying that security is not his business. How does he want the traditional rulers to have worked as at that time? Now the security vote, what is it for?
All right.
And what does he tell the people that he wanted to do when he was coming into office? I think Adapo can answer those ones. Thank you very much.
All right, Amarachi Krakrama says, I think secondary school students should emulate their seniors from School of Health Technology and protest lack of water, toilets, and lack of adequate classrooms. Governor on security, I agree with him. Federal government shouldn't hand over security to governors yet. Perhaps in many years' time, but not to these lots of despotic governors. I imagine many arbitrary detention without trials and trumped-up charges on their critics and political enemies. I kindly want to ask, where are all the HA people shouting and talking down on Governor Wike that he's not done any project in HA? Did they all suddenly travel? I've not heard their voice for some time now. So I said, let me ask after them. Thank you, CY, for asking. Governor Wike, Buhari should secure Nigerians and not only represent us when it's time to borrow. Education has died under Governor Wike. The only ministry doing well is the flyover ministry. Nighttime curfew should be removed because if Ikoko and other judges blocked for construction, people in those areas may not get home till 11 p.m. Emmanuel sent that in from Iwarfare Road. Ima Chinda and is criticizing Governor Wike tried to use the Amechi primary schools as comparison. You should go around the state and take a look at the primary schools. If the amount they said each of those schools costs is of that quality, he will have to thank Governor Wike on his projects in Rivers State. Bricom Onelga, the primary school built by Amechi is in a pitiable condition. Imagine I should congratulate and thank Governor Wike for giving the state a facelift. Please tell Governor Wike to leave Buhari alone and focus on what will be good for Rivers people. How is attacking the president affecting Rivers people? He shouldn't think that by attacking the president he'll get a PDP ticket come 2023. We should look for better ways. He should look for better ways of making himself relevant. Jokil Iweka sent that in. The hike in the school fees of the Rivers State College of Health shouldn't come at this trying period where some persons are finding it difficult to put food on their table because of the ravaging effect of the COVID-19. I think the government should reconsider her decision. Okay, Christo Binichi. Is this how education has been relegated to the background under Governor Wike? No power supply and water in Rivers State College of Health Sciences. This is sad. Wike has failed Rivers people. Education is dead in Rivers State. Common water and a tertiary institution they don't have. What a shame. What kind of politics is Wike playing with education in Rivers State? Leon Ndidi, the incessant attack, diatribe and outburst of Governor Wike against the federal government is becoming unreasonable and one too many. Rather than concentrate on the saddle of governance deposited on his shoulder, he's busy diverting attention, always striving on trivialities, paying deaf ears to the realities on ground, spending taxpayers' money on funfair. God will see us through. Obiajua, talking about the protest of the students, says it's very funny that the government of Wike does not give a listening ear to education and human infrastructure. Stop deceiving the people with all this commissioning. The government should look into tertiary institutions. It's very bad for schools to be demanding money for students for NUC accreditation. The same thing happening at Ignatius Ajuru, coercing students to contribute for accreditation. Too bad. God's time sent that in. Security is not just the responsibility of the president and governors. It is everyone's responsibility. Let's do our part and stop pointing accusing fingers. Unjoku Augustine from Eche. Ada George Barberoni Junction to be closed for flyover construction. The government would have tried finishing some roads to enable easy movement. Imagine almost all the major roads are in Port Harcourt closed down for construction with addition to ongoing curfew. The residents of Port Harcourt are suffering much on the roads due to traffic. Anayo Jasper sent that in. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Hello?
Yeah, you're Nigerian, folks.
Yes, pretty big.
Okay.
On the College of
Call again if you can. When people say Governor Wike has a personal interest in all these flyovers, he'll be abusing them. Why the rush to start Ada George when all major junctions are still blocked due to construction? Does even check the impact on businesses and the continuous delay of man hours in traffic. On Facebook, Governor Wike is really trying, but please, you should know that it's not in his hands to praise himself. Rather, he should be focused more on protecting lives and property. That's, well, it's gone. Miracle Kanagbara. The FG should do the right thing by repairing the Eleme Bridge. I wonder why he would pay deaf ears to the road that conveys and distributes petrol to most parts of our country. I support Wike on his speech. Our constitution has made it so. Round face on the School of Health protest. The school doesn't represent what the name implies. If you enter the campus, you might even vomit. It's nothing to write home about. Please, they should give them water and power supply. We're tired of hearing of this increment in school fees. If they don't want us to go to school again, they should tell us. Where are we? Okay. Good morning.
no, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, I'm calling from Nkoro. And now the governor to flag up another bridge again. It's not good. Now people are suffering. Tumolahun is there. They've not done anything. Waterline is there. It has not been completed. They are going to Ikoku Junction. It's not complete. Now you are going to remove people to do that thing again. And people are diverting for other roads. We are coming from Rumona. We went to July. They locked the gate. We are actually after 6. It's not good now.
All right. Michael Destiny from Gukana on the protest by students of the College of Health Sciences. The protest was long overdue. The dirty and poor sanitary condition of that school is something I can't understand for an institution that's supposed to train health experts. Michael Destiny sent that from Gukana. This one says, we have a government that doesn't have education at heart. You see, things won't be going well. That's why our educational system is going bad every day. I'm so hurt to hear this. One thing is their kids are not schooling here, but outside. That's why they don't know what people are going through. Okay. CBN start printing Gambian currency and yet hold on to Nigeria's hard-earned currencies. Who invested with NBA? What an irony. The blockade of roads too much. GRA water lines presidential. Now Ada George. Meanwhile, Ikoku construction is so unnecessary. Will Saint send that in. Jolie is talking about the Train 7 flag off. Says Finimak community should understand that Bonny is their headquarters and is a known name even before NLNG. I commend the wake-up spirit by Ogoni youths. FG should do the needful fast to save the nation's resource base. River State government has failed in prioritizing education. It is a shame, Kelly. Responding to your in-house news concerning the president, telling the president not to shift his responsibility to them. The governor is funny. Have they stopped collecting security votes? Anyway, all the words that come from him would change our minds from voting for who we want in 2023. That's all we can take on the headlines this morning. Thank you for joining the conversation. My name is Enoch Gwevere. It's the Africa Day of the Child, and we'll have that conversation with someone in the 8 o'clock hour, how we can make our communities safer and better for our children. My name is Enoch Gwevere. Good morning.